Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome to District United TV. We are on the first watch-along of the new season. It's DC United versus Toronto FC. They just finished up the national anthem, and we are ready to roll. I thought the game was going to start at 7:55, but I guess we're sticking to last season's 8 minutes after the scheduled time, or the TV listing, or whatever you want to call it. But we're here. The lineup's right over there on the middle of the screen. The not live table, but the table from earlier in the day before the Nashville and New York City game happened. It's a clean slate. What are we expecting from this game? Let us know in the live chat. What are your expectations really on the whole season? And a score prediction for today. I think it's going to be a really interesting one. These two teams, DC United and Toronto FC, finished bottom of the table last year, and both of them look to have a better squad than last year. For Toronto, Insigne and Bernadeschi are having their first full season in the MLS. They have Sean Johnson coming from NYCFC in goal, and for the DC United team, I mean, we look at that lineup over there. Actually over there, but over there, it's pretty much a whole new team. The only position that I think stays the same to last year really is Andy Nahar, Russell Canals, Chris Durkin, and Nigel Roberta. Surprised that Nigel Roberta starts, actually. He starts over Cu Di Pietro, and no Funtas tonight. That is the story we're hearing. He apparently has a hamstring injury. He's unavailable for tonight. And Captain Steven Birnbaum is also going to be on the bench to start because he has an illness. Bono and Zamudio are on the bench. I thought Bono was going to start. It's Miller. So this, other than the loss of Birnbaum and Funtas, this looks like it is our starting lineup. Looks like this is the one that we're going to use for the rest of the season, for at least the start of the season. This is what we're going with. Looks full strength other than those two losses. So yeah. And because Birnbaum is out, Palsen is dropping to center back. So it's not Donovan Pines and Akinmboni. It is Palsen moving to center back, which I think is the right call. And Knaus, we're predicting it's Knaus that's going to drop into play as the single pivot. Akinmboni, 16-year-old, starting tonight. Exciting player. Jaeze, the Iraqi national, next to him. And Andy Nahar, just as we had spoken about on the season preview, we said Nahar is going to start tonight against Toronto, and as we progress through the season, we'll gradually move to Ruan starting, but Ruan starts on the bench tonight. I'll read you out the Toronto FC lineup. We have Sean Johnson in net. This also could be, wrong positions, but right back is Larea, Hedges and Rosted at center back, Petretta at left back, Osorio, Michael Bradley, son of Bob Bradley, who is the head coach, and Kaye, K, I think it's K. Diamande is playing as the number 9, the sole striker, and then Insigne and Bernadeschi are on the wings. So by the looks of it, it's pretty much the exact same formation as us. So, yeah. Score prediction. I'm going to say 2-1 DC United. I think both teams score. Toronto FC, over the last 2 MLS seasons, has had, I think, just 5 clean sheets. 5 clean sheets. That's a horrible, horrible record. They now have Sean Johnson in net, so it could get better. But I think both teams do score in this game. Welcome to the live stream. We're 5 minutes in. We're going to have a great time. Apple TV, they're showing the lineups right now. They're saying it's going to be a 4-4-2, which is incorrect. But that's okay. Let's see the Toronto lineup. Okay. It's exactly what FotMob said. I was going off FotMob for those positions there. It's not bad. So far, I don't really have any complaints for the Apple TV, other than it just froze for me. Probably just because of my Wi-Fi, but that's okay. Other than that, I have nothing to complain about. So far, it's run really smoothly. I watched the Nashville and NYCFC game, ended 2-0 to Nashville, if you didn't see it. Nashville was at home. The energy was electric. I really like their stadium, and I really like their atmosphere. I'm glad they're playing in the Eastern Conference, just because atmosphere, it's good for our side of the conference. I think the West has a lot of really good teams, and the Eastern Conference could use some of that talent, even if it gives us a less chance of making the playoffs. All right. Currently, Apple TV is not working for me. It is frozen. It's going to be okay, though. We are reloading. Just hoping the game doesn't start without me. I might even get it on my phone just to make sure we don't miss anything. Here we go. It's loading. It's taking a second. Still loading. Score prediction, though, I'm going with 2-1. Let us know in the chat what you think. The game is kicked off, and I'm not there. The stream is still not up. I'll start the timer, though. I'll start the timer if I remember how to do it. Here we go. Start the timer. Did that work? Yes, it did. And we're here. It's not working. Can't see the game. Trying to get it up, but we're underway. 15 seconds into the new season at Audi Field. This is the worst time possible to have bad internet, but we're remaining calm. I don't even have to get it on my laptop. Okay, hang on. We got it, I think. We're working on it. The pregame show actually wasn't bad. I kind of liked it. All right. Looks like we're having some Apple TV issues right now. Still frozen on mine. See it right there, though. Toronto currently has the ball. Okay. Okay. We've got it. Let's turn this off. We've got it. We've got it. We're watching the game. We're not listening to the commentary because it's not Dave Johnson. You're here with me. All right. Now let's analyze. Honestly, they could have been right. Durkin is kind of playing off the right. Actually, Klich is currently out there. Nahar's dribbling up the line now. We have got it up and running. The timer's actually only 20 seconds off. That's okay. Michael Bradley on the ball now. Out wide, Toronto enjoying possession here. It'll be interesting to see where Pedro Santos plays. It looks like he's going to play on the left. It actually does look like a 4-4-2. Chris Durkin is kind of playing as a right midfielder. Signé with some tricks here. And he goes down. Referee does call a foul. Free kick for Toronto. Let me know what you think of the scoreboards. On the Apple TV, because for me, I don't know why, it feels like it's too far like down. I feel like it should be more in the corner. Tyler Miller directing his box there. He looked a lot younger in the pictures that we were looking at today on the preview. You watched the preview. This is not the lineup that we were looking at, mainly because we didn't know that Taxi was going to be out. We didn't know that Birnbaum was going to be out. Other than that, we kind of had it. And he probably would have played a 4-3-3 had we had all our players available. Bernadeschi with that bleached blonde hair. DC's getting a free kick now. Klich just blasted. He blasted it into Kaye. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Knaus is the captain, though. There's Akinmboni getting in and amongst it. The 16-year-old, born in 06. I want to see a goal from Benteke. We spoke earlier. I just worried about how Benteke will move fluidly throughout the front three. I think we are at our best when we move fluidly without we said earlier, he was kind of a penalty box striker where he has to be provided with the service, and he's not going to be that mobile. He's more of a poacher. Decent look from Akinmboni there. He gave it away, though. So yeah, it does actually look like a flat 4-4-2. So we'll have to change up the lineup at halftime. But it does look like a 4-4-2. Also, I don't know why, but my face cam does kind of look a little gray. I was going to take time to fix the camera settings. Not a huge problem. But I was going to just turn the saturation up so we could get some more color. I don't know why I look gray. Probably because I turned off. There's this one setting that I turned off. But I was going to do that. And then I realized they were walking out for the national anthem. And I thought the game was starting another 20 minutes from then. Nigel Roberta, some good skill. Out to the wing. Pedro Santos. Into the middle. Sean Johnson collects. First bright moment of the game, though. And I don't know if you're noticing, the pitch is actually torn up. We're hosting XFL games at Audi Field, which honestly I think is a horrible idea. I don't know who let them do that. Wayne Rooney certainly won't like it. You can see the balls bouncing up. You can see all the divots from their cleats. Not a good idea. Nigel Roberta looks solid though. All last season I was like, we need to see more. We need to see more of Nigel Roberta. Klich almost had a chance there. We need to see more of Nigel Roberta. We need to see him get more minutes because he's a solid player. And when he plays with confidence, when we get him on the ball, good things happen. Now it's Durkin. It's Klich. He could whip in across here. He's going to take an extra touch. Looking for Benteke in the box. It's Jaeze on the edge. It's going to go wide. I am happy to see Roberta starting, though. That is good to see. A little nutmeg there on the replay. Who's number 2? Number 2 for Toronto. Hedges. Chico stand looks lively behind the Toronto goal. It's also a new setup that we're working with. The new background. I've got the scarf right behind me, but I'm gonna put back up the flags that we had last year. I went into a new room in my house, so that's why it's a new background. There's Waza. Got the hat on. How long does he intend to be here? Will he use the club as a stepping stone? That's what we spoke about on the season preview. Once this stream is done, go check that one out if you haven't already. It's a long video, but it's a good one. Spoke about every single departure, every single arrival to the club, all the signings. So you just saw there, Klich just had the ball in the midfield. He could have very well just passed it backwards. Okay, it's going to go out for a corner. He could have very well just turned around, passed it back to Akinembani, one of the center backs. But he decided to look forward. The first look's always forward there. He turned, he made actually a risky pass to Pedro Santos. Pedro Santos improvised, found Nigel Roberta, put in a good cross. The ball is moving around a little slower. Maybe that's just because I'm used to watching the Premier League. But ball's moving around a little slow. The grass also looks like it's cut long. We shouldn't have had the XFL games. We are hosting all the Washington Spirit games, which is good. Yeah, that Chico stand is full. Really good to see. Cross whipped in. Might go out for another corner. Insigne's chasing it. He'll keep it in. Could still go out. They call a foul. Surely not. Speaking of referee calls, in the Nashville game, handball or not, if it's in the Premier League, if it's any other league in the world, I think that gets called as a handball. If you didn't see it, a Nashville player took a shot and a NYCFC defender kind of turned his body like this, and it kind of hit off his arm. It was more like this. It was kind of a side angle like this, hit off his arm. And in the Premier League, I think that would get called as a penalty because it was in the box. I think that would have been called as a penalty, but they didn't call it. I don't know if that's like a rule change in the MLS this year or a different way that the referees are trying to handle it. But I thought it was good. Because are you going to score from that? Probably not. So why award a penalty? So I thought that was good because it was more the ball hitting him instead of him hitting the ball. He wasn't trying to make himself bigger. Going to be a throw in for DC. We're keeping them in our final third, keeping them in their half. We haven't seen a lot of passing around at the back. Now we're going to see that. Akinembani all the way back to Palsen. The ball is it's skipping around. I don't know if we watered the field too much, but it is very slick by the looks of it. It's slick and the grass is bouncy. We probably have better grass right now on the training pitch than here, because there hasn't been football games going on, American football games. There we go, Jaeze dribbling up the line. Klich now in space. He's got to attack it. Got to find Durkin on the wing. He's going to have a shot. It's in! Mateus Klich has scored! The man from Leeds! And DC United lead. It is 1-0. It's time to update the score. We've got the first goal of the new season. And it was none other than Mateus Klich from Leeds. He had space. I thought he was going to try and find another chip for Benteke. Took the long shot. Sean Johnson should probably do better in goal. but he wasn't expecting the shot. Made its way through the defenders. And we are now in the lead. Let's change the score. It is 1-0 to DC United.
Welcome to Major League Soccer.
1-0 to DC United.
Your head and you say, who on earth is writing this?
Can we hold on to this lead now? Wow, okay. That was actually...
And sitting down with him yesterday, you got an understanding of why they gave him a guard of honor at Leeds United when he decided to leave in
Honestly, I was not expecting an early goal. Really, that's like the first real opportunity that we've had.
In the world.
Is it our first shot of the game? Was that our first shot? Andy Nahar gives away possession there. I think that was our first shot of the entire game.
And of course, we all know his exploits on the field. And he just showed you exactly what he's capable of. DC United off the schneid in 2023.
Tyler Miller's gonna, instead of picking it up,
and I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more of Mateus Klich as we continue on this season.
Looks like he was gonna.
But when you think about DPs and TAM players in this league, Devin, they have to be able to produce,
play out of the back.
Especially when you bring in a midfielder.
Goes
Getting
long.
Goals from that part of the field is gravy as well.
That's something that we'll have to look for this season. And my commentary almost... my commentary turned on. I forgot we had that thing all last season. When we change the score, we have to turn off our desktop audio. Remember that. Completely forgot about that. Forgot. Kusamak Kapi. We're watching. It's for free. If you have Apple TV, it's for free. We're watching on Apple TV. Vamos Toronto in the chat. Let's see if they can get a goal. Let's see if they can get a goal back. Hopefully not, but here it's Insigne. Oh my goodness, how has he missed that? Insigne. It's flown over the bar from easily inside, unless it was a Tyler Miller save. Let's see it again. Whipped in from Michael Bradley. No, it was Bernadeschi. He looks bald with the bleached blonde hair. No, it's completely gone over. I don't think Tyler Miller had a touch on that. It's completely blown over, and it's going to be a goal kick for DC United. That's probably the biggest chance of the game thus far. And Akinmboni has just given it away. That's just something that we're going to get with that inexperience at center back. Tyler Miller makes the block. It's going to be a corner. If you're just joining us, welcome. DC United are up 1-0. We're watching on Apple TV, if you're wondering. Pretty bad corner. Headed back out for a throw. Now it's Durkin. Chris Durkin. We're not really pressing now. We have a lot of players up the pitch now. And now there's an overload coming from Toronto on that far side. I think it looked like he was trying to cross it, but it went far over the box. Tyler Miller telling the defense to calm down. There's Bob Bradley. Are we convinced of Bob Bradley? Is he going to transform this Toronto side that finished bottom? Not bottom. We were bottom. Second bottom of the league last year. Currently, DC United second in the Eastern Conference, though. Just going to take a quick look at some of the other games. What are the scores? San Jose. Hang on. I think San Jose's leading. DC United just enjoying some possession right here. San Jose are beating Atlanta United 1-0. Cincinnati are beating Houston, so it's a good start to their new season, their whole rebuild. I didn't do an MLS predictions, but I didn't do an MLS predictions video, but I have them. So we'll see. Probably in another video I'll show you, or maybe later on tonight. Throw in for DC United around the halfway line. So with this 4-4-2 or 4-3-3, whatever we're seeing, it's a lot different to Hernan Losada's team, where he had 3 center backs, overdrive, fullbacks get really high up the pitch. And it didn't work, clearly. So here we are. It's a 4-back, where the fullbacks are more defensive, but Andy Nahar in a lot of space here. There seems to be a lot of open space available, and Andy Nahar just slipped up there. It's going to be another thing with the XFL games. It's going to be muddy when we water the grass, and the grass is going to be too long. Doesn't look good. Can you write the score in chat? Can't see screen. Yeah, 1-0. 1-0 DC.
Of course, after the relationship that Domenico Crescito and Insigne had last year and causing Eastern and Western Conference teams across Major League Soccer so many different problems, they wanted to try to find someone who could play in that similar fashion with Insigne on the left-hand side.
"20 minutes in now. And it's changed again. Okay, here we go. I fixed it. I fixed it. I don't know. I'm gonna need to fix that. Why does the desktop top audio automatically turn on? How about if I just do that? I think we've got it. I think I might have fixed the issue. Now we're here. 20 minutes in, we finally settled. It's a new season. We're a little rusty. We haven't been on a live stream in a while. So, here we are. Nigel Roberta has a chance to get forward here. Cross comes in. The ball is staying really, really low to the ground. I don't know why that is, but the ball is staying on the ground. There's not a lot of long balls. Not a lot of hooving it up the pitch. And both teams kind of trying to build out of the back slowly. Very slowly, actually. Something else I didn't really think about. It was flurrying earlier. Kind of like light rain, kind of a winter mix almost. So that could also be a reason why the pitch is a little bit slipperier, a little more muddy. But the XFL games don't help. That's for sure. Klich finds the ball up the line for Chris Durkin. There's room for him. Doesn't have the pace, though. And Jaeze going in to intercept, and that ball skips out of bounds. When will Insigne get his moment? He had his moment. He missed it over the bar, but when will we see? I think we're going to see a moment of brilliance from Insigne, where he takes on 2 or 3 guys and goes and scores. Akinmboni was in the DC United Youth Academy. I don't know other than that. He was from the academy though. Other than that, I don't know. Here's another long ball from Tyler Miller. Christian Benteke with some close control here. This is the thing that we need him to do. Here he is moving fluidly. You don't think of him as a striker who's going to take on 1 or 2 players at a time, dribble past them on the wing. Doesn't have that kind of pace. Don't think he has that kind of skill set. Backline's been clean so far. Nothing crazy other than just now. Paulson almost just gave that away. Nahar back on it. Press coming from Toronto, though we've beaten it with Klich, and now it's a 4v3, 5v3. Why did I say Benteke? Benteke, it's going to be a free kick. Free kick for DC United. Pedro Santos went down. Benteke, it wasn't a great pass from him. And then Santos was chopped down. Got a knee to the thigh. It's gotta hurt, especially when it's this cold out. It is freezing. Not as cold as it was in what game got postponed? It was the SKC game. Postponed to tomorrow. It was the, oh no, it wasn't. It was Colorado? No, it was SKC. It was Portland. Portland and SKC. Klich standing over the free kick. Standing over the ball for the free kick. As we reach the half-an-hour mark. Ball comes in. Nahar controls on the edge. Goes back to Captain Knaus. Alright, let's take a second and try and figure out what system we're playing here. Because Durkin is wide, but Knaus is dropping in kind of like a single pivot. Klich is not playing in a defensive midfielder role, and he's not playing directly next to Knaus. And the front three, or the front line, very much looks like a front three. Out of possession, though, as we're seeing here. Nigel Roberta is sort of in the center. Benteke is kind of next to him. So it could be, defensively we're a 4-4-2. And in the attack, we're a 4-3-3. That is entirely possible. Bernardeschi, the ball's too hard, and Miller picks up easily for DC. More possession for DC. We've been the more exciting team to watch. We're playing more direct than Toronto. Just trying to figure out. Yeah, it definitely looks like. Well, now Durkin's really wide. Nahar is kind of tucking inside more. You can see him there, almost near the center circle, and Durkin is way out wide. What time is the game ending? If I had to guess, probably 9:20, maybe 9:25. If I had to make a guess. Let's see. Let's actually do the math. 15 minutes left in this half, plus a 15-minute halftime. That's 30. So 45 minutes. Yeah, probably 9:15, 9:20. That is Eastern time, PM. Rooney doing some coaching, doing his job. Corner for DC here, in front of the Chico stand. Goes near post. DC United still in control. Pedro Santos to the back post. It's over Benteke. CJ, no problem. Benteke just looked like he mistimed his jump. He knows it. He knows it. There's the Klich goal again. It's a really good strike. I mean, that's what we're getting with a player of his quality. That's what we're getting. And that's what I hope we see continue for the rest of the night and for the rest of the season. It has to continue. Klich in a little bit of an argument with Poulsen there. I think that was Poulsen. And a Toronto player is down, holding his face. Oh, it is Insigne. I don't think it's his face that's injured. He's holding his face. Insigne is kind of holding his groin. He felt something go. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like he overstepped on trying to block Canals's little chip ball there. Not good for Insigne, not good for Toronto. He is key to their success. If their success is existent, if they're going to have success, they want success, they need him. So yeah, defensively, looks to be a 4-4-2. Nahar is very narrow though. And with Insigne, you need to have him, you need to have him in proper positioning. Looks like on the fence, Roberto drops in more of a right mid. And the ships up play two strikers. Okay, Durkin. Durkin ships. Yeah, it definitely looks like there's separate shapes for the attacking phase and the defensive phase. And I think that some of that switching has to do with Nahar, because Nahar is getting very, very tucked in, very tight. really quick, just because this thing keeps pausing it, dropping in, dropping out. I'm just gonna get this ready just in case of an emergency. We have the game on 2 screens. Shouldn't be a problem though, but just in case. All right, now I've got it on 2 screens here, I think. That way, if one drops out, I've got the other. Okay. my stream on one computer drops out, the other one I have now. So I've got the game. Alright. We're now immune to any technical difficulties. We fixed the scoreboard issue. And now I've got 2 screens up. So it's impossible for us to miss a minute. This one's down. I'm watching the game here. We're good. Tyler Miller collects. I don't think it's a problem with the internet because we haven't dropped out once on the stream. And we're literally doing a whole live stream on this internet. So I really don't think it's an internet problem. It has to be a problem with Apple TV and just the amount of people that are watching it tonight. That is definitely a possibility. So now both streams are up. They're going at the same time though. Actually, this one's slightly ahead. That's fine. It's good. All right. Throw in for Toronto. The camera quality does look very good though. It kind of looks a little better than last season in my opinion. I don't know if that's just because like we're zoomed in a little more, or if it just is better cameras. Both is possible. Chance for Benteke here, he just doesn't really have that pace. Toronto guy did have the advantage though. Coming up on 40 minutes, coming up on halftime. Toronto just passing around the back here. Thoughts on the first half so far if we go player by player. The whole back line's been fine. Nahar had a few slip-ups, but I'm still trying to figure out what role he's playing, because he's coming in a lot closer to the midfield than Jeze on the opposite side. Good takedown from him, though. And Durkin with tons of space. There just looks like there's so much space for everybody. Why would you take that to the outside? Back post! Oh, it came back in. No, it's gonna be a goal kick. Santos had the header. It's a free header, really. He has to be scoring that. He should be scoring that. It's not a good header. It goes up for... It was a goal kick, but it was real close to that corner flag. Nahar. Benteke in space. He has all the time in the world. Goes to the other side. Pedro Santos. Oh, it's off the post. It almost trickled in. It's going to be a goal kick. It had to have taken a deflection. But Pedro Santos almost had it. Benteke touched a little too heavy. Really good pass from Durkin there. And it did have a deflection off Michael Bradley. Sean Johnson was just not long enough to reach it. Corner now for DC. Santos on the corner. Comes out for Nahar. Shot goes way wide. And probably too high. But overall, first half, I think we've been the better side. We deserve to be winning. Score prediction was 2-1. Chance for Toronto here. Tyler Miller collects. Yeah, but we've been the better side. I mean, can Toronto get another goal? Or get a goal? It's possible. I hope they don't, because I don't know about our finishing ability. We've looked lively, though. We're definitely creating a lot more chances. The front three looks like they know what they're doing, which is a change from last year. Nahar's throw finds Roberta, who was very lively in the first 15 minutes. Roberta has kind of been quiet from then. Same with Klich. But Benteke with the press here. And Roberta's shot is blocked. It's going to be a free kick going the other way. Okay. Benteke is wondering what the call was. It was a dodgy call. Benteke won back possession there. He was dribbling forward. Let's see what happened. Yeah, I guess you could say it was a foul. Roberta's shot was blocked after anyways. I can't imagine Roberta was, it had to have been a last minute. He was told Taxi's has a hamstring strain. He had to have been told last minute. But he's looked fine. He doesn't look unprepared. Honestly, if you had asked me in the season preview, who's the backup winger behind, if it goes Taxi, Santos, and then who's the third option, I probably would have said Cudi Pietro. But Roberta does have the more experience, and on a night like this where the atmosphere is going to be very much there. It's going to be lively. It's also freezing cold. Roberta's here with short sleeves on, so a lot more than that just goes into that decision, but I think it was the right one. And we'll find out later on. Ku will probably come off the bench. But surprising, we're actually doing well out of possession as well. And I said in that at the very end of the preview, I said the 7 teams, well, it was really 6 teams. The 6 teams that I think were better than. And it was Chicago, Inter Miami, CF Montreal, Charlotte, Atlanta, and Toronto. We're beating Toronto here. We've been the better side. As I'm gonna jinx it right here. Oh, that was a horrible mistake. Oh my goodness. We very easily could have seen a Toronto equalizer there. Oh my goodness. Akinola has just completely, you feel bad for him. It's not good. He trips himself up. But those are the 6 teams. All we need to do is be better than those 6 teams, and we're in the playoffs. And our 2 players have just collided. They've called a foul. Rooney picking up Nahar, pulling him to his feet. Good to see. But all we need to do is be better than 6 teams, and those, I think, are 6 teams that we are better than. You never know with the MLS, though. We could see CF Montreal and Hernan Losada. We could see that situation work out. They could make the playoffs. You could see Nashville. That's probably unlikely. But even like New York Revolution, don't really know about them. Orlando City, don't really know about them. Free kick for Toronto. It was Bernadeschi that went down. And something happened there. Toronto the ball just went over the bar. It was played quickly. Michael Bradley played over the top. Oh, it hit the bar. It was another chance missed by Akinola. It didn't look like the DC United defense was ready for that one. Akinmboni was caught too high. And that's going to be halftime. Not a bad performance, I'd say. Not a bad performance whatsoever. Powson and Klich are still going at it. Klich is not having any of it. He's not happy. Powson's clearly trying to get a message across. We have 15 minutes of halftime. Let us know in the chat, what have you been seeing so far? Also, 8 people are watching right now. And to start the season, that's pretty good. Pretty good. It's like the high that we had. I think last season we once had 9 watching at once. That's good. We've reached 17 subscribers, which is more than we started the night as, which was 11. In one night, we gained that many subscribers, which is pretty cool. Thank you, everybody, for those that are watching. Let us know in the chat, thoughts on the first half. What should we change? What should we keep the same? I'm going to stop the timer. And I'm going to make sure that this desktop audio does not turn back on. And I'm going to reset the timer. We'll start the second half on zeros. So yeah, overall, not a bad performance. Not a bad performance. I'm just gonna take a look. Here's who's on the bench. Obviously, Bono and Zamudio. We have Jackson Hopkins. We have Christian Fletcher, Ted DiPietro, Donovan Pines, Jacob Green, who we did not think was going to be available, but here he is, Ruan, and then Steven Birnbaum. All right. So from those on the bench, I think Koo's going to get in. I don't think we make any subs at halftime. I think Koo's going to get in later on. It's possible that Donovan Pines comes in for Akinmboni. I don't know. It depends if Birnbaum's ready to go. Birnbaum needs to be on it because it's very possible for Insigne to just have one of those moments of brilliance. Can Insigne go finish out the rest of the game? He felt something in his groin by the looks of it. There's the Klich shot again. I mean, it's a really good finish. I said originally Sean Johnson should probably do better, and he should, but that is a really good finish. It was bouncing, skidding off the turf, grass, whatever. And there's the miss from Insigne. I mean, how do you miss that? He just sat there on the advertising board thinking about, how did I miss that? Oh, I missed it. Insigne did go out. So while my stream went down, Insigne was subbed off. That's my bad, everybody. Insigne was subbed off. And, Insigne was subbed off for Akinola, who then proceeded to miss two big chances. One bigger than the other. There's Insigne on the sideline, very much in pain. Here's the Durkin chance. Cross Pedro Santos' header. Should probably do better. But honestly, Toronto's had some massive, massive opportunities. And I'd like to see where those holes were in our defense, how they got those chances. Because it's a back line that has never played with each other before. It's a whole new combination of players. All four, even all five of them, the goalkeeper included. We just have to get organized there. That we were just caught on pace on that free kick where they hit the bar. Akinmboni tried to win the header, but misjudged it. And possession stats, 56% to Toronto. 5 shots to 3, we're out shooting them. XG, if you're interested in XG, it's pretty equal right now. And the number of passes also pretty equal. I mean, it's a very even game, but I think DC United have created the better chances. Toronto's had some big chances, but they kind of came in one-off scenarios where there was a mistake. But yeah. So from the subs that we have, I think Koo's guaranteed to come on off the bench. I don't know. It depends on who gets tired. Because Nahar looks really good right now. Nahar's been one of our best players. So does Ruan come on for Nahar? And does Jackson Hopkins get in? I don't know. We don't have a lot of options on our bench. I mean, we need another real attacking option on our bench. Right now it's just Koo and Hopkins. Could be Ibrahim Sadiq, who we're rumored to sign. It's possible. So for this second half, I am going to switch up what that lineup says over there. Because it does look more like a 4-4-2. So let's do that. It's a 4-4-2. And I didn't keep the one from last time, so I'm going to have to start that over. It's a 4-4-2. Do I feel like doing this? Honestly, not really. But I'm going to. So Jaeze still on the left. And then it's same back line. And Bonnie. Elson. Nahar. And then the midfield, it's looking like on the left of it, I don't know, they're kind of interchanging. It's almost like it is that diamond that we spoke about, but it's a wide diamond. It's almost like a wide diamond, like they're offset and they keep interchanging. Knaus and Klich, they keep interchanging. But Klich is definitely more advanced. Knaus definitely more defensive, being that connector, like we spoke about on the season preview. If Paulson isn't playing the 6, it's got to be Knaus. He's really the only other player that we would trust in that role. And then on the right, it's looking like Durkin on the right of midfield. And then on the left, it is looking like Santos. And then it's kind of like left striker is kind of like Roberta. And then Benteke is like the right striker. Here we go. We've got that there. We're gonna use that. Okay, so you can see that little lineup change. It's pretty good. Don't know if when the subs get on, I'll be able to do it that quickly because it took me a second. But that's what the lineup is looking more like. Yeah, that's what it's looking more like. Still halftime though. And I am going to take a second to go refill my water. Stand by, everybody. We will be back. Hopefully the audio doesn't turn on. Probably won't, because I had fixed that issue. They're currently showing highlights of the NYCFC and Nashville game. Enjoy those. I'm going to fill up my water, go to the bathroom. We'll be back for the second half. Gotta turn off the mic. We are back for the second half. Got the refilled water. We're ready to go. Second half. I think it stays in terms of the style of play for us because it's been working. The backline just needs to be a little more sturdy. I thought, with the 4-4-2, you'd think that we'd be kind of outnumbered in the midfield and not be able to hold on, not be able to progress through the midfield a lot. But Nahar's kind of come into that space in the midfield to help us out, which has been a big help, honestly. If that was Rooney's idea, it's genius. Because with that 4-4-2, you need that extra help from somebody, whether it's the striker dropping in or the inverted fullback, even though is Nahar left-footed? I don't think he is. Even though he's not that left-footed, he's still the inverted fullback, inverted wingback, whatever you want to call it. But he's coming inside, kind of like Zinchenko does at Arsenal, where he comes inside at times, kind of plays like a center midfielder, which Nahar's absolutely capable of doing, which is good to see. And I like seeing him get forward, get shots on goal. Durkin looks lively on the right more than it looks on the left. There just looks like there's a ton much more space on the right. I don't know if that's, Klich is making spaces for other players and it's working, or if it's, just happens to be Toronto's overloading one side and not the other, and we're taking advantage of it. Doing a little promo for the Leagues Cup right there. Excited for the Leagues Cup. How did you find Jayze in this game? He's been good. He's been a little more quiet than Nahar on the other side. We've also started the half. There we go. We're not as far behind as before. Yeah, he's been less quiet than Nahar, but Nahar's also coming in, kind of playing like a center mid. Jayze's also playing on the side of the camera now, so we'll be able to see his movement a little more. So, but yeah, he's been, hasn't put a foot wrong really. So, overall positive. Here he is taking throw-in. It's Tyler Terrans and Devon Kerr. Those are the commentators on the Apple TV stream. Akinmboni stepping up nicely there to win the ball from the number 99. Can't remember who that was. A Diamande, that's what it was, I think. We'll have to see if DC United try to keep more possession this half, and less aggressive. We looked to be more aggressive. We're keeping possession really nicely here. Progressing the ball up the pitch. Here's Klich. And that ball in behind just isn't going to work. With the pitch being this slick tonight, and Benteke does not have that pace to get in behind. But overall positives from DC United in the first half. Let's see what comes of the second. Still the same 4-4-2 in midfield. Sweeper keeper from Tyler Miller. I don't think Okay. I thought he was offsides there. I don't think the referee called offsides. Tyler Miller came off his line. It was really good sweeping from him. Sweeping as in he's being a really good sweeper keeper. Really good defending from Nahar there. Goes out for a throw. Well, the choice to start Miller over Bono seems to be paying out. He's communicating really well. You can see it to his defenders. He's been solid. He's made saves. He's commanded his box. And he even had a clearance. Bernadeschi now. Goes out for a throw. Now DC United in possession. Pass goes wayward for Benteke. Big tackle from Knaus. You love to see that. Even though it's freezing cold, there does look to be a decent amount of fans other than like the main standing section where it's like they're there almost every single game. But other than that, it's around the field. It's a decent amount of supporters. Here we go. We have a chat here. What's your opinion on Akinboni? I feel like he's been really good. Yeah, so far solid. And I mean, considering he's 16 years old, really, really good. Surely he's feeling so much pressure right now, and he's dealt with it really good. Especially at center back. It's I'm not gonna say it's easy, but for a young player, it's easier if you're playing an attacking role. Because I mean, Akinboni is going to be expected to have just a clean performance where he can't put a foot wrong, he can't make a mistake, and so far he's done really, really good at that. And now he's defending in front of the Chico stand, so all eyes are on him. Akinboni is also he's actually less than a year older than me, which is scary. But that is how young he is. And here I am watching the game on a live stream. And Akinboni's out there at Audi Field. Chance for Toronto down the left-hand side. Akinboni, only 2 years older than you. Yeah, he's really impressive. I said it on one of the videos we did earlier in the day. He looks like he's one of the most exciting players that DC United have produced, in a very long time. Chance here for Diamande. He's not going to miss that. Tyler Miller's asking for offsides. It was offsides. Or a foul of some sort. Tyler Miller looked like he knew what he was doing, though. Yeah, it was 100% offsides. It's a good, I mean, I don't know if we're playing an offsides trap, but the line has looked really, really high today, the back line. Another challenge for Akinboni. He's going to have to be organized with that back line. But yeah, spot on there from the back line to catch him offsides. Really good, really organized. Difference from last year where with Hernan Losada as manager, we just seemed really unorganized and really just unfamiliar with the tactic, and we were just kind of throwing 11 players out there and just power through, see what happens. this does seem a lot more structured, which is a positive. Another chance for Toronto now. Now you can see the four lines, the midfield and the defense, all defending here. Big tackle for Makinemboni. It's going to be out for a corner. How tall is Akinemboni as well? 6'3" maybe? I think he's 6'3", 6'2", at least. He is massive. Ball to the back stick on the corner. And Tyler Miller collects. And there's been constant communication from Tyler Miller. The first game in a very long time for DC United without Bill Hamid in net. Well, we've had games where he's not been in net, but without him being part of the squad. 10 minutes into the second half. Looks like more of the same. Toronto kind of more on the front foot, though. Chance for them once more. Powson blocks, and he'll clear that out. Referee plays on. Nahar with a good block. Gonna go back to it, though. Bernadeschi's been rolling around on the ground all day. Or all night. He's gonna pull out. Referee's pulling out a card here. Klich isn't happy. Both teams aren't happy. I can't see who the referee's calling over. Who is he giving the card to? Okay, it is. I think it's Knaus. Yeah, it is Knaus. I mean, it's studs up. It shouldn't be like Bernadeschi's obviously he's obviously selling it. Yes, it's a yellow card, but like on the ground for a little bit. No need to roll around doing like 3 backwards rolls. Doing a whole somersault. Powson still isn't happy. But yeah, it is Captain Russell Knaus with the card. Nothing extravagant from Apple TV here on the scoreboard. It is really, it looks like, it looks like the scoreboard that I would throw together for this live stream. Are we finally getting the game underway? Okay, it is a free kick for Toronto. Bernadeschi chips one over. Powson wasn't having any of it. Smart play from Pedro Santos there, waiting for the tackle to come in from Michael Bradley, and there are some substitutes warming up for Toronto. We're reaching a point in the match where substitutes can come in. It's a reasonable time for us to start making swaps, making some changes. I believe it's still 5 subs, but you can only make 3 stoppages. Not including subs at halftime. And really good flick there from Pedro Santos for Nigel Roberta, who was running on. And one of our players just went to the ground. I couldn't tell who it was, but they looked to be in some pain. Oh, it was Canals. He really looks like he's in some pain. Might have landed on his back, twisted his back. Something. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Struggling to get back up to his feet, but the trainers didn't have to come on. Toronto FC on these quick restarts, on the free kicks. They're really catching us out. Another chance for them to whip it across. Tyler Miller collects it. About half an hour left in the game. Chance for Nigel Roberta. It skips over their center back. Looked like there was a foul. Offsides? Yeah, a foul. Again. It's Benteke, you got a yellow. What happened there? Benteke just got a yellow. Elbowed somebody in the face. Kind of a soft call. He elbows him, but he's going for the ball. It was good there from Benteke that he didn't get all up in the referee's face. That's the experience that he has. Saying it's not worth it. He just kind of walked away, shaking his head. Get on with the game. But that is something that we can utilize. Benteke's got height and he's got strength. Those are two things that he does have. You can play those long balls to him where he flicks it on, goes to challenge a center back, force a mistake. Nigel Roberta's there to run onto it. We know Nigel Roberta's got that pace. And we have reached 60 minutes now. You wonder, is Wayne Rooney gonna pack it in eventually and play for that clean sheet and just sit and hope? Because by the looks of it, we're not getting on the ball a lot. I don't think that's on purpose. I'm sure we'd love to have the ball, but we are sitting in more than we were in the first half. In the first half, there was a little more pressing going on. Another Toronto player going to the ground. Santos isn't having any of it. That should not be anything. That should not be anything. Why is he going down for that? Why? 12 fouls have been called on us. That's something. You'd think we'd get the majority of the calls because we're at home. But 12 calls to 4. Well, 12 fouls to 4. Toronto's 4. But we're making it hard for them to play. The Italian Bernardeschi has gone to ground like 4 or 5 times. We're making it hard for him to play. Maybe that's part of the strategy. Tyler Miller took a little risk there. Benteke didn't challenge for that one. Ball over the top. Miller's going to collect that one. You're just joining us for this second half. Little under half an hour to go. DC United up 1-0. and it's a free kick for us. You can see on these close-ups that the grass is, like, it looks long. It doesn't look great, and you can see from afar where there's those patches where it just comes up. Nigel Roberta had a chance there. It's a goal kick, though. Do a quick check on the scores around the league. Currently, San Jose have held their lead. Charlotte and New England are tied. Cincinnati are up 2-1 on Houston. Inter Miami are beating Hernan Losada's Montreal. Orlando's beating New York Red Bulls 1-0. Philadelphia Union are up 2-1 on Columbus. Surprised that they gave up a goal. And then 0-0 in the later games. Austin FC and St. Louis City. Akinmboni's going to have to deal with something here. Referee is blown. It's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty. We've just received a penalty. We have just received a penalty. The call's on Akinmboni, but what else is he going to do here? I really, there's not much that he can do. Jaeze misjudged it. It's his fault, if anybody's. That's not a foul. We'll see here. I mean, it's really soft. Honestly, it's really soft. But Bernadeschi's got a pen. Pen for Toronto. Inexperience showing, possibly. I mean, he could have tried to shield him out, but it looked like a shot was coming in. It looked like a shot was coming in either way. But now a chance for Tyler Miller on his debut at DC United to be the hero in front of the Chico stand. It's Bernadeschi on the penalty. And he went straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. And we'll update the score now. (1-1) Toronto. Toronto, well, it's not 1-1 Toronto. 1-1 Toronto getting the goal. What happened to Romo? He went off to a side in Ecuador. There's going to be a sub. We said it. It was pretty much guaranteed that Koo was going to be coming on. He's going to be for Nigel Roberta. Does that change the way that we're set up in our shape? Doesn't look like it. Looks like Koo is it's just a 1-for-1 straight swap. Koo's going to be playing as that second striker, running in behind Benteke, and Pedro Santos is dispossessed. But we have made our first substitution at the 67th minute mark. Watching it on Apple TV the first 2 weeks, I think, but I know this week it is free as long as you have Apple TV, I think. Yeah. But watching on Apple TV, you go to the MLS section. All the games are right there. Goal kick for DC. And now, how do we find a way to win this game? Yeah, MLS Season Pass has been good so far. I have no complaints, that's for sure. Looks good. And I like that we're having the MLS 360, that whip around show, and the pregame shows, and the analysts and all in one place. It's good to have. Luis Fernando says, "Go DC." There's the penalty again. He does take a swing at him, but he goes down easily. The attacker goes down easily. Not much more that Akinmboni could do. I mean, possibly could have waited a little bit. Just try and, like, shadow and try and force the attacker to the end line. But he went in for the tackle. Didn't really have a lot of a chance. The ball was on the other side of the player. Who will strike next, or will it end in a 1-1 draw? My prediction was 2-1 to DC. So, hopefully that is the case with 20 minutes to go. You bet 3K on Philadelphia and DC winning 13K. Or DC won 13K. Benteke now with the ball to his feet. Now Andy Nahar. Chance for him to get forward. Nahar. There's going to be a foul. Santos goes down. Do you think DC can make the playoffs? I think we can. It's a matter of, I think we have the quality on paper. It's a matter of, can we come together? Do these players complement each other in the right ways? Can we, can Rooney bring it all together? And if he can, we find a system that works. I think we very much have the individuals, the personnel, and the quality to go ahead and make the playoffs. I think it's possible. We win tonight. We start on the right foot. Ball whipped in. It's going to be cleared out. Not as far as Knaus, though, who tries to put it back in the mixer, but not quite. I'm Brazilian, but I love the MLS championship. Yeah, I mean, the playoffs is unique. It's an American sports thing. Some people don't like it. Some people like it. It's exciting, for sure. Not enough possession. I mean, yeah, Toronto, we knew that they were just going to try and keep possession. That's the way Bob Bradley likes to play. And Michael Bradley's just going to sit in deep at that number 6 and just hold on to the ball. He actually hasn't seen a ton of the ball. Now they're getting forward at us. Mateus Klich with the block. But yeah, I would agree. We do have to get on the ball more. As Philadelphia scored. There goes down in the box. Referee doesn't call it. Yes, Philadelphia has scored a third. Philadelphia had 2 penalties. And Columbus's goal was a own goal. Nah, no chance that's a foul. That might be. That actually might be. He released the ball, though. He looked like he was going in to try and make contact. They didn't call the penalty, right? Surely they don't call the penalty. The referee's told him to get up. The referee has told him to get up. We're still in a stoppage here. It was Osorio who went down. The ref's been paid. Yeah, we just looked at it. There's a ton of fouls called on us. I'm not saying that they're paying the referees, but a ton of fouls called on us. And I think we've only gotten 4 calls to their, 13. Ooh, Akinabani's back pass. Dangerous. We keep possession, though. Dangerous back pass, though. We go long, and Toronto's going to get the ball back. We need to do some more pressing. I think this might be a little too intricate, but I'm going to say it. Hang on, 1 second. Benteke's got the ball. He actually skips past the player. He's going to leave it for Durkin, chipping it back in. Oh, it's going to be punched out. Not as far as Klich, who tries to chip the keeper. That was one of our biggest chances we've had. It was Benteke. Went out to Durkin. Durkin should have shot it. And Ku, DiPietro's connection wasn't there. Chance for Toronto, good save on the near post. Wasn't offsides. Need to catch up with the chat. Score a goal, DC. Spent 30 Miami. Finally a shot on target. Probably offsides there. Okay. I'm going to suggest it. There's a double substitution. No, it's just a single substitution. Diamande's coming off. Servania's coming on for Toronto. Let's say we have a diamond in the middle. Knaus can still, if Birnbaum's ready to go, we can play Poulsen in that single pivot. We can have Durkin and Nahar even be the 2 box-to-box. Klich needs to get high up the pitch. If we play with the number 10, Klich can do that. Klich can play as number 10. And I think, or we could even keep Klich in the midfield and have Pedro Santos play the 10. If not, Nahar can play in the midfield as well. We bring on Ruan, take off Santos. Birnbaum is coming on. And number 15. Who's number 15? What am I missing here? Who's number 15? Okay. They showed the wrong number. Oh no, 15 is Birnbaum. Okay, they took off Akinabani. Akinabani didn't look happy there. I don't know why I thought it showed like I thought it showed 15 coming off, and I was like, who's number 15? Free kick though for DC. It was a straight swap. Akinmboni off, Birnbaum on. So no formation change. And looked like Santos took a strike at it. Wasn't a bad strike. But this might allow our fullbacks to get higher up the pitch, because Birnbaum we know is going to be solid. Really good skills from Santos there. Referee does call the foul. And Bernadeschi's just standing in there. He's complaining to the ref the whole game. He's going to get a card there. He's going to get a card there. Bernadeschi finally getting a card. Why was the center back taken off? It's an interesting one, but you got to trust the manager, I think. I think we should trust the manager. Lots of money signs in the chat. They're not paying the refs, guys. They're not paying the refs. But it's poor refereeing, I'd say. It could have to do with the formation, though. We could be... I mean, we only have one more stoppage left. It's 5 subs, but there's only 3 stoppages. I think. Definitely only 3 stoppages. Don't know about the 5 subs thing. Wasn't a very good free kick there. Durkin's going to be offsides. That fan right there isn't happy about it. Gave away the pen. It's possible. It's possible, just more experience going into these last 10 minutes. I don't know if it's directly because of the pen, but that's like it's evidence that, you know, it's inexperience, which we're expecting. I mean, it doesn't do great things for your confidence just being taken off after your first mistake of the whole game. Here's Benteke though, looking for Durkin, who I thought he just about had enough to get there. We're trying to get a goal. It makes no sense to take off a center back, and aside from the pen, 1 back pass. He has been really good. He has been really good. Philadelphia's got 4. Rooney, you need to do some thinking. The definition, I don't know where I just thought of this from. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. We need to change it up. Rooney's got to change it up. This isn't working. We got to change it. Let's not lose it though. Birnbaum with a clearance. Toronto are complaining. I think they just called a foul. It was a foul. Powson did go in late. I'm not sure about Powson. I just don't like him playing as a center back. I think he's best off in the midfield. We should be winning this comfortably. Probably. I mean, we've had big chances, but so have Toronto. So it kind of evens itself out. Honestly, in these last couple minutes, I just hope we don't lose it. And I hope we get that one chance on the break, possibly. We don't have Nigel Roberta's pace there. Ku's kind of been missing a little bit. We don't have that attacking sub. We need backup number 9 that can come in, change the game. Oh my! That's it. It's 2-1 Toronto. It's a really good free kick, and honestly, a really good save from Tyler Miller. What happened there? I mean, once the free kick came, we just stood there and watched. It's really unlucky, actually. You almost missed it. I want to see Rooney's reaction. Because now we've got to go all out attack. He absolutely has to change it now. Absolutely has to change it now. Klich has just been dispossessed. Nahar. Durkin. Whips it in. Nothing there. All right, let's update the score. It is 1-2. Toronto. He has to change it. I mean, we could. I mean, get Nahar up the pitch. Sub on Ruan. I mean, is a goal? Does Benteke have a goal in him? Do we take off Benteke? Take off Durkin? Just get Nahar higher up the pitch, possibly. Bring Ruan on. Other than that, we just don't have the subs to do it. That's why we need another. We need another player to come through the door. Make another signing. Rooney said that they are definitely going to look at options of replacing Martin Rodriguez. And we need it. We need another signing in the attack. And we haven't really controlled the midfield tonight. We've let Toronto have far too much space. And it's come back to hurt us. Jaize with a decent pass here. This is where we've looked our best, where we're moving the ball quickly, small passes, we're switching the field, and just Durkin you can tell he's not comfortable out there on the right. I think we have to take him off. For somebody. Put Nahar on the wing, bring Ruan off the bench. Okay, well, we're going to make a sub. It's probably the two wingers. Durkin off, Santos. Yeah, it is Durkin and Santos off. And it's Hopkins and Christian Fletcher. Two youngsters coming in off the bench. With 5 minutes to go. I don't really like the timing of these subs. Santos looked bright. He just needed to get more involved. I think he'd be good playing as a number 10. Yeah, I think he would be good playing as number 10. He's called offsides on Benteke again. Five minutes to possibly get an equalizer. Doesn't look likely. Toronto are just going to waste time. Clickbait. That's a good one. He hasn't been horrible, but I'd expect him to be more involved. He needs to get more involved. But clickbait's a good one. That's a good one. 9:25 p.m. on the Eastern Coast, the local time. And the hope is slowly draining out of this DC United squad. Or, yeah, got the squad. This side right now in this game. Just one, and honestly, and we've of the changes that we've had, we've gotten close. Like, we've had, like, the shots that we've taken, it's been like right there. If we just create a little more. Christian Fletcher almost ran through there. Come on, win it back. Yes, Klich. There's a chance here. Christian Fletcher. That's surely a handball. He doesn't call it. Jaize. Christian Fletcher. It's Jaize. He whips it in. It's a decent cross. Goes out. Do you follow Premier League football? Yeah, I follow Premier League more than MLS. I'm a Manchester United supporter. But I think it's good to support your local club. So. And the oh, Benteke. Almost. Christian Fletcher. Have a shot. Jaize has been very lively these last couple minutes. Take a shot. Back stick. Yes! Benteke! Benteke! I'm trying not to be too loud, but Benteke has just scored the equalizer, and he did the LeBron celebration. Is that LeBron? That's LeBron, right? Yeah. It is 2-2. Benteke has got it. That's what he can do. The penalty box striker, the poacher. That's what he does. That's what he does. Jaize. That's honestly, two players that don't have a lot of experience, Koo and Christian Fletcher, and a new signing in Jaize. They created that. Really, really good from them. And a really good ball. We've seen some bad crosses today, and Koo's just put in a really, really nice one. Now you're calling Rooney a genius. Best player on Toronto? It would be Insigne. On the field right now, probably Bernardeschi. Probably Bernardeschi. Their back line's been like all right. They haven't made a ton of mistakes, which I was expecting some mistakes. Who made the assist? It was Koo DiPietro. Ted Koo DiPietro. Possible breakout season. 8 added minutes. Oh my goodness. We could go on and we could also go on and lose this game. I was gonna say we could go on and win this game, but we could very well go on and, or we could go on and win this game, but we very well might go on and lose this game. We're hoping for the win though. It's 2-2. We've updated the score. And Jaize getting involved on the left-hand side. He took a risky pass, but at times like these, at times like this, you have to make the pass. Jaize's got to get back. Jaize looks very tired. We've won back possession. Yeah, Jaize is so gassed. Christian Fletcher. It's into Koo. Benteke, turn. There's a chance. Jackson Hopkins, he's barely seen the ball. He's getting his first couple touches now. He's going to try and win a corner, possibly. Wins the throw. There's a chance here. We have a whole 6 minutes. Start supporting Leeds, bro. Klich would appreciate it. He was my neighbor when he was here. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's like a soft spot for Leeds. I mean, I'm a Man United supporter, so Leeds is kind of like a rival, an older rival. But I have a soft spot for Leeds just because all the American players that they have. Come on, don't let the energy die down. We need these last couple spurts of energy. These these afterburners. We've made all the subs that we can, I think. Five minutes. It's a good header from Jaize. All the Yanks we've got are newly bought because of our manager, Marsh. Plus, we were signed by the 49ers. I don't know. Should they have let go of Jesse Marsh? I don't know. I didn't think so. I thought it was a little harsh, but I wasn't watching Leeds week in, week out. They looked to be playing some decent football. Christian Benteke wins the header. There's a chance here. We need to get more players forward. Come on, give it to Jaize. Jaize is really struggling to get back. He has been up and down that left-hand side these last 10 minutes. Toronto are just going to try and sit on it and just hoove one ball forward, hopefully. And they'll just hope that one of their players gets on it. Like that. Their player just didn't get on it there. Really good from Powson. Dealt with it well. 3 minutes. Looks like we've had our chance gone. Well, Jay's got to win that. Bernadeschi dribbling inside. We've now got another chance. It's Koo driving forward. He's got to hold up the ball. The players are slipping all around. Foul on Fletcher. That wasn't great from Jackson Hopkins there. We have a throw deep inside our own half. Canals going long. We need Benteke in that center. I don't know why Benteke is off all the way on the right. And Jaize has just been done by Bernadeschi. There's a chance here. Oh! Oh my goodness. We just had a massive scare there. Bernadeschi. He could have taken it even closer and scored. The ball just barely, it slipped under Tyler Miller. Let's see what happened here. Cross came in. Good block from Powson. And then it came in again and it slipped like barely under Tyler Miller and he had to turn around quickly and grab it before it trickled in. Wow. And now DC United are on the attack. Jackson Hopkins! Benteke. He was this close. He was this close. Just ran out of the leg. And that's probably going to be it. A minute left of the 8 added on. And we're nearing the end of this 2023 MLS season opener, the home opener at Audi Field. It's been a good one. And I've just completely forgot that Klich was on our team. He's been completely absent these last few minutes. Chance for Jaize's overlap. It's in! Yes! Yeah, I had a voice crack. Yes! Yes! Koo's just won the game. Koo has just won the game. Sorry for the voice crack. Koo has just won the game. DC United 3, Toronto 2. DC United have just scored the winner. We've won it. I repeat, we have won it. We have won it. And Q DiPietro is shushing. Wow. Wow. Why did I voice crack there? Why did my voice crack there? I could have posted this clip on Twitter. My voice had to crack. That's fine. Jaeze has literally, we're going to do a match review that I'll post probably in 1 or 2 days time. And on those, we'll do some player ratings. Jaeze has probably just moved himself from a 6 to a 7, maybe an 8, like a 7.5, 8. He's been incredible these last 10 minutes. But we have just, surely that's it. Surely we have just won the game. Surely. And of all times, the stream has just paused. That's fine. I've got it on standby. I've got this ready. We're here. I'm trained for this. I'm not trained for this. I'm prepared for this. We should see full time in a second. I've got it up on this other stream. I think that's it. I think it's full time. I think that's full time. It is. It is full time. We've done it. We've done it. That's why the stream cut out. Because we've done it. We finished the game. The game is over. Wow. What a way to start the season. We'll do a match review video, not a live stream, a video that will come out in a few days' time, where we'll go through this performance. We'll take it player by player. We'll give each player a rating. I'm looking at the replays right now. Jaeze. Oh my goodness. And Q DiPietro. The man who was brilliant in preseason. We were saying on the season preview video, possible breakout season on the horizon for him. And he's just kicked it off with an absolute bang. Sit down, Bernadeschi. I hate Bernadeschi now. He's got that bleached blonde hair. He's been rolling around on the ground at Audi Field all night. But we'll be doing it. We'll be doing a match review in a few days' time. And yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe, leave a like on this live stream. Check out that season preview. It's a very long video, but that's just because I did it all in one thing. I didn't edit it down. Normally I would edit it down, but I didn't. But yeah, Jaeze made you so proud. He made me proud. I was happy for him. Really, really good. Really, really good that we got a result out of that. I said we are better than Toronto. Prediction was 2-1. We've beaten them by a similar margin. But wow. Wow. 8 added minutes. Okay. If you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe. Leave a like. There's going to be a lot more streams like this. It has been so much fun. And I'll see you on that match review in a few days' time.